Okay, this video is about nunchucking for beginners. So there's some things that people should know for nunchucking. If you hurt yourself, that's not my bad. I don't recommend this unless you are trained, but in order to get trained, you have to teach yourself, or you have to be trained by somebody else. So hopefully, with a rubber pair or a padded pair, you can practice. But once you start to develop your skill more, then you can move to a wooden or a metal pair. And just know that I, myself, am still a beginner, but these are some basics. There's the roll, and then the catch. Roll, catch. Roll, catch. Roll, catch. So what you do to one side, you must do to the other side. So roll, and then catch. Roll, and catch. So when I'm rolling it, to come up like that, it's actually a swing upward, and then there's two circles. So one circle going up, and then another circle going around, and when it gets to right here, that's when I go forward. Okay, so roll, catch. I believe on that catch part there's another two circles. So roll, and then 1, 2, catch. Yes, okay. So that was one of them. And this one, I'll show you from behind. When you roll, you can go behind your back and catch. So that's a roll. That's 2 rolls, then a catch. Usually I believe everything that I do is 2 rolls. You don't necessarily need 2 rolls, but that's my comfort level. So, also I should have my hair up. But, so that's the behind the back part. There's another one that I don't feel comfortable doing. I might hit my head, so I don't recommend it. But if you're interested, it is a roll, and then that. So you want your elbow to take the center line when you perform that. And I'm rustier on the other side. But what we do to one side, we must do to the other. So I will try it on the, now going from right to left. So that is a roll and a throw. And yes, so you can always move your head to the side as I am, as it comes. But don't do it too much, because that's going to overthrow your nunchuck. You just gotta trust in it, I guess. So, but there's that one, and those are 3 rolls that you can use, rolls and catches. There's another one that my father taught me. You can have it right here, and when you catch right here, you can come up with the next swing. It's an upward swing, but you switch hands. You catch and you switch hands and come up. Catch, switch hands, come up. Catch, switch hands, come up. Okay. So I will show you 2 more. One of them is behind the back. So you would come around like this. And then the next one is that same move, but around the neck. And it might look weird because I have my hair down. I might pull my hair, so. But for you, it's worth it. Okay, here we go. That. So, let's say you're going like this, come around the back, then you go around the shoulders, or around the neck, I mean. So, that's what it looks like. But what we do to one side, we must do to the other. So And you might hit your shoulder, your spinal process right here. Not your spinal process, your scapula process. It's that ridge in your scapula bone that, yeah, it's prominent and it sticks out. So if you have bony shoulders, just be careful, be warned. You might hit yourself. If I have my hair back, I usually am better at it. When I used to train in Japan, I would wear a beanie for this exact reason, so I can actually do the neck roll or the exchange behind the neck. But I would have my hair completely up and I'd work on that. Okay, so now you know this one, you know the catch, the roll, the catch, the roll, the catch. You know the behind the back, behind the back, behind the back, behind the back. Okay. And you also know, so that's two. No. Ooh, see? I'm afraid of that one. Even now. So like that. My brothers are better than me at this maneuver, especially my oldest brother. But you do those, and then you know the behind the back and around the neck. So the behind the back and around the neck. So now I'm going to teach you some rolls, how to roll it. So let's say you're starting, okay, so you have your nunchuck like this, right? Now turn it like this. And now you can go side to side like this, which is a good kind of in-between move. And you want to roll it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the tempo and I'm going to roll it. So when I roll it, I'm releasing my hand or my thumb and letting it roll around my hand, the back of my hand, and come around. So it looks like this, like that, like this, like that. Once you understand that, you could add it to any other kind of position. That's the beauty of it. So what you do to one side, you must do to the other, so you are fully ambidextrous. And then, once you get good at that, you can try the, see, it takes practice. Okay, you can try the downward and the upward. Downward and the upward. Downward. These nunchucks aren't the ones that I'm used to. These are my older brothers, but the ones that I'm used to have a longer chain and my hands are bigger, so, you know. But we make do with what we've got, so. And then once you get good at that, you can go from side to side to up and down, side to side, to up and down, side to side. And then you got to do it to the other side. So okay. So now I'm going to show you some other parts. This is a pretty fancy move. Let's see if I could do this. So you're going to roll backwards, then you're going to roll forward on the outside, roll forward on the inside, like that. So you want to twist your wrist in this motion. Make like an infinity sign or a sideways 8 sign. And that's what it looks like. So go back, go forward, and just keep it going forward. So now you have it like this. Now, when you have it like that, when you come inward, you can actually let go, and ideally it'll roll over, and then you'll go like this, right? And then you can roll over again. Oops! Trying to get too fancy. And oh, okay. See, they spin quicker because I'm not used to it. But this is only my 4th day of practice after years of neglect. And I do not want to neglect this skill. Okay, so what we do to one side, we must do to the other. I'm not as good with my left side as I am with my right side because I am right hand dominant, but we want to be ambidextrous and all that we train in, especially in weaponry. I could shoot guns ambidextrously, bows ambidextrously, fight ambidextrously. You got to be ready for anything, so keep that in mind. Okay, that was sloppy. Let me see. Nope. This train is too small. Well, that's sloppy, but you know, it takes practice, so practice as often as you can. So some other move that you can do, moving along, is you can have it like this, and you can go over your head and switch handles, and you come back around and switch handles. So over the head, flip it back, come around like that. So you can go over the head, switch it back, over the head, bring it back, switch around, go over the head, switch around. The possibilities are endless, you know? So that was one. And then, where's another good switch? Actually that was 2 switches, because it's over the head and then in front of you. I'll show you what it looks like to the side. Maybe I won't. I keep dropping it. Who knows? Okay, so I gotta hold it like this. Okay. So when you have it and you're about to go over your head, you want it like this. And all you're gonna do is you're gonna go over your head. So it was like this. When it gets to about right here, you're gonna let go and have it wrap around. And the momentum will carry it. And then you bring it back up with a 1 whip, and then you go like that. So you can also do it back like that. So those are some beginning techniques. More advanced techniques is switching hands, but it's hard to do because the timing at first. But once you get better at it, it'll become more natural and it'll be more instinctive. So one that I would practice at is right here. Going to intercept right where your hand would roll, right? That's where you intercept at. So where the hand roll is, that, just intercept your hand to where the chain is going to go. So that being said, now coming up and coming down, coming up and going down. Oops, these takes practice. So, like I said, I'm still a beginner, and I'm just getting back into the swing of things. So that's those. You can switch overhead, but it's kind of difficult. So, like that. And you might want to keep an eye on it. You can try to just feel for it, but when you feel for it, you got it, because you might have multiple opponents, or you might have that single opponent who's overwhelming you, so you don't have time to look at it, or maybe you just want to intimidate them and try to show off your skill. But first practice, see, when I don't look at it, I lose focus and I drop it more. So it's good to stay focused and keep your eye on the nunchucks. The hand-eye coordination is very important. It's a skill that you can increase with more practice and more practice. So another area that you can switch would be right here. So instead of rolling it like this, we're going to roll it into a catch. And now we are here. So instead of this, we're going to intercept it with this one. So in order to do that, I'm going to come around, and now I dropped it. I know I was going to. Okay, but yeah, those are some beginning moves that you can work on. Please practice safely. Try to not injure yourself. Practice with the padded ones before you can get the wooden ones or possibly the metal ones. I don't know where to buy nunchucks unless it's Japan. That's where I get all my nunchucks. But yes, best of luck, and I wish you well.